Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to another stress-free Saturday. So we are not doing anything stressful at all this Saturday. Chronicles of a Crafter. It's a stress-free day, and I am just going to make a couple of clusters. So yesterday I made, some little mixed media project with some sea animals with some chalk paint. Today we're doing clusters. So I had my buttons out, and instead of scooping them all up and putting them back into the jar, I just left them out. And so today we're just going to make some clusters, and clusters are really great for junk journals because when you have a little empty space on your page in your junk journal, you sometimes want to just put a little something in it, and without being too fussy or fluffy or thick in the book, you just, it's good to have some clusters in your journal arsenal. So I went ahead and cut up some lace ribbon. So this is like a more of a crochet lace ribbon. It's a little thicker than standard chiffon ribbon. Okay, so this is thinner and this one's a little bit thicker. I tend to work with a little bit thicker ribbon in a lot of my projects. So yeah, that's why I have these. I got these at Michael's. They were on clearance for $3. So I can only imagine what it costs when it's not on clearance, probably about $8. Again, this one was also on clearance. I don't pay full price for almost anything. I refuse, okay? Because crafting should be fun and inexpensive, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about saving money because I love to do something, and because you love something so much, the prices of things can add up. So I tend to craft really inexpensively and find alternatives at various stores, including like the Dollar Tree, dollar stores, Michael's, when things are on clearance. So these are just a few things that I pulled out of my stash. So I have all these roses and buttons and sunflowers, and this is a super cute. I got this on Amazon. It's a really cute pack of baby pink rose petal type of chiffon flatbacks. Okay, so that's really cute. I thought that would look good on in a cluster. It's already pre-assembled. I had to do nothing but at this point glue it down. Okay, and I can glue this directly into my journal. No work involved, but I am going to take it up a notch. So this right here is creepy cloth. So it's kind of like not so much cheesecloth, although you can use cheesecloth. This was bought during Halloween, and I have it in black and in white, or this creamy color. So it's basically just like gauzy type of cloth that you can string through your house during Halloween time, for whatever reason. Obviously I don't decorate with it. I craft with everything that I have. So here I have some stringy type of gauzy creepy cloth that I'm going to also use in some of these clusters. And of course I have my buttons. I also have these little roses. They come on a stick, like not a stick but piece of wire to wrap around whatever your project is. So they're like wire wrapped little roses. I believe it's made of paper. It could be something else. I'm not really sure, but I just cut them off of the wire, and I have that. And I also have these sunflowers, which are also wire wrapped as well. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and yeah, I just cut them away from their little wire stick on the back. So all right, so here we are with our little projects. So I took some of that fabric that I showed you guys the other day. This is like the coolest fabric. It's cotton, and I like the stripes in it, the colors of the stripes on it. So yeah, I just grabbed some of that, and again, my buttons. So let's just go ahead and glue some of this stuff together, and we'll go from there. So this is a butterfly from a floral arrangement from the Dollar Tree. It's not like, I mean, the things that we come up with, this is just so cool. I just cut that off from the stem that it was hanging from in the floral arrangement from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna use that on a project as well. All right, so let's just make one. I'm gonna start with my fabric because it is the most solid piece. It has the most surface background to hot glue onto, and I'm using my high temp hot glue gun. So yeah, this should be a really quick, low stress environment type of project. And I'm gonna start with just a little bit of glue right there in the center of my fabric, and I'm gonna place my pink ribbon on top of it. And to pull out some of these greens in this fabric, I'm just going to pop on a little button on top of that. Hang on, I think I'm going to use some of this first. Let me grab my scissor. Okay, so yeah, you can pull this all the way out and make it nice and flat if you like, but I kind of like the little fullness of it when it's twisted and piney. And that glue should just soak right on through. And now I'm gonna grab a button. So the button that I want to use, I've been dying to use this button. It is so cute. It's like a malachite type of swirl on there, or a peacock leaf type of thing going on. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of glue right there in the middle, and I'm gonna put this button right on top of it. And guys, that's really pretty much it. Now I have this awesome little cluster that I can use in my junk journal. It's not a lot of science behind this. I think anyone can do this with just anything. You can find anything in your stash to do this project with. All right, I will cut along the edge here and fray my edges of the fabric. Actually, it's on this side. So yeah, I just wanted to get my edges frayed a little. And by doing that, you just pull a little piece and start fraying it like so. And this blue one won't get frayed. It'll be the next one down. So the green section will get frayed. All right. So that's that. This is like really quick and low stress. I'm telling you. It's been a long week. I got back off a cruise this week, so I'm just like trying to get back into the swing of things, and you know, just working my way back to a normal schedule. So all right, so there's that, and I will fray the edge of the other side a little bit more later. I just want to get onto the other clusters if possible. And from here, let me see, I may be able to place a little rose on top of that. Let's do that, because it's not that this does not look finished, but I think a rose will tie it all together really nicely. Just gonna hold that there for a moment or two. Okay, and now we have this, and that is a great little addition to your junk journals. Okay, put that aside and go to the next one. I am going to use just the pink by itself with a little bit of this creepy cloth here. And you can use gauze if you have gauze pads from a first aid kit or what have you. You can use gauze, fabric. I showed you a bunch of fabric that I bought the other day from the Dollar Tree for under $1, or $1.25, sorry, not under $1, $1.25, and you know, you're getting a lot of fabric for your dollar. So yeah, it's really easy to do. So I've got that so far. let me find something to go in the middle of it. I think I will go ahead and place one of these really cute floral clusters on it. And I'm just using my standard hot glue. Like, there's no real magic to it. There we go. So there's that. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. Alright, so yeah, my glue is still a little hot and it does come through on the ribbon, so I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit before placing it down, because it does make a little bit of a mess right here. Okay, so the next one I want to make, and I'm so sorry for shaking the camera, guys. Again, that's like the vein of my existence, this camera attached to my desk. So I will be working on a solution for that, I promise. I'm going to do another piece of this really cool material from the Dollar Tree, which are these stripes right here. There's no right or wrong side unless there's a more vibrant color on one side than the other. But I'm just going to place that down, put a little bit of glue. And this is my Shore Bonder cordless glue stick. So it has a base, the base is plugged in, and it has this little catcher for all my glue spills. So yeah, I like this a lot. I don't have an Amazon store, or I don't think I'm an Amazon affiliate. I did apply to be one, but whether they accepted me or not is a whole nother story. But this is a Shore Bonder hot glue gun. I will leave a link for it down below if I remember to do so. But you know, Amazon is not my sole source of finding items, but it is a great source for finding items if you guys are Amazon shoppers. So I just like that glue gun a lot. It really just solves all problems dealing with all these other glue guns out there, and it takes these larger glue sticks, so just keep that in mind. And for this, I'm going to place this butterfly on here, but with a button. I'm going to put a button underneath the butterfly to kind of keep it steady. So let me do that. I'm going to place this larger button right there in the middle. And I'm just going to squeeze the glue through the buttonholes and glue down this butterfly on top of it. And I'm just going to hold it here for a moment just so that the glue takes to the butterfly and try to keep its wings flat. And if the wings don't stay flat afterwards, I will just put a little pop of glue right on each section of that button right there. Come on, glue. There we go. Right there. And hold that down. And I'll do that on all 4 wings until they stay flat, because it's already raised and you do want to try to keep this flat enough to go into a junk journal. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue underneath the 4 wings and then flatten them out. Ow, that's hot. Hang on one moment. Let me grab my finger protectors. So I have these little finger condoms that go on my fingers to protect me from being burnt by my hot glue. Okay. And I will pop another glue stick in. Again, guys, listen, I know you're tired of hearing me saying it. I'm tired of saying it. I'm also tired of doing it. My camera is attached to my desk. I'm sorry for shaking the camera, folks. I know some people probably never noticed it before I said anything, but it's frustrating. It's frustrating that it's right here in my way, and you know, My apologies. I'm sorry. So anyway, there is that. Okay, so it's a little mini cluster with a butterfly attached to the button that's underneath, suspending it from the fabric. All right, I am going to try another one really quickly. Let's do that. Some fabric, some gauze or creepy cloth. And I'm just going to place that down. I'm going to use some blue lace. Get away. Now you can go. All right. And from there, I'm going to place a little bit of a pink button. And that should bring out some of the pinks and reds down here in this ribbon, or sorry, this fabric. So there's that. And I'm just gonna squeeze the middle. Keeps the glue out of the hole of the button, and yeah, glues the whole thing down really well. And then from here, maybe I'll use one of these little paper flowers or roses. I'm just going to place that right on top of that button. Okay, and now we have this. Now this may be a little bit, a little bit thick to go into a journal, but you can always clip it onto like a hidden paper clip scenario, so it can go on here, and this way it's removable in and out of your journal. Okay, so you're not grounded to using this glued to a page in your journal. You can use it as a removable. So here is a hidden paper clip that I made. The paper clip is down inside here, so you really can't see where it's at. It's underneath this top layer. So then you can just pop this directly on top of it, and now you have a hidden paper clip cluster. These are just some ideas for you guys to try in your journal. I hope you guys do craft along with me, and if you do, all I ask is that you tag me in some of your creations so that I can see what you're making. You can see what I'm making other than just on YouTube. I usually post all of my stuff on my Instagram as well. So I have Instagram, Pinterest, my website, which is Chronicles of a Crafter. They're all Chronicles of a Crafter. So yeah, just like tag me in some of your stuff so I can see what you guys are up to. All right, so I have this here chipboard little sunflower. It's from something that I took apart, which was a sign of sorts from the Dollar Tree. I don't spend a lot on crafts, guys. This is just a little chipboard piece that I took apart from something else. So I'm not going to use fabric this time. I'm going to use this as my base. Okay. I'm going to get a little tiny piece of creepy cloth. I'm going to place that down on top of my sunflower. Okay. And I'm going to then glue down one of these sunflower embellishments on top of it. So again, I just cut this away from the stem that it was, the wire stem that it was stuck to. The sunflower has like a little bump on it. Okay, so now I have that problem. I cut away this little bump that was on that sunflower. I'm just gonna fill in that little spot with my Sharpie, and now you can't even see it. All right, quick solutions for a low stress Saturday. And I'm going to add some hot glue to the creepy cloth and put the sunflower on top of it. I'm just gonna fray some I'm just gonna fray some of the creepy cloth underneath so that it can be seen. And now we have that little cutie. Alright guys, I think you got the idea. It's really simple to make crafty things for your junk journal. I'm just going to go ahead and continue on. I'm going to do a little bit of fabric, glue, lace, okay, glue, creepy cloth, and then glue and a button. Alright, and now we have that. Isn't that cute? I think so. I think it's really cute. And whatever is you know, frayed from your fabric and or your cloth, your creepy cloth, you can just pull it away. And with this fabric, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it around in a circle like so, to give a little bit of a different shape to my cluster. Okay, and now we have that. All right, let me do another one with blue lace, my pink pre-built rose. Okay, and now there's that. Really simple. I'm gonna do another sunflower chipboard and sunflower with a you know, the paper sunflower on top of it. And I'm going to take a big whopping piece of creepy cloth, I'm going to put a blob of glue right here in the middle to hold the whole thing together. Then I'm going to take my chipboard and place it on top of it. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back here. And I'm just going to grab a piece of book page. Okay, standard book page, nothing fancy going on there. I'm just going to put this right on top of it. And now we have that. Okay, super easy, three-dimensional projects that can go into any junk journal. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave you here. I'm just gonna show you all the things that I just created. Really simple projects that does not require a lot of material. It's just a bunch of things from the dollar store or in your stash currently already. And I hope you guys have a low stress Saturday. Go out and do something wonderful. Stay naturally curious, guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.